So yeah, I was really throwing up badly, and so I actually needed water to counteract that because once you throw up a lot, you need water. Like I know for myself, I need a lot of water to counteract that, and yeah, to counteract it. Um, so around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock p.m. No, it was 1 o'clock p.m. One of our great friends, Hannah, came to the hospital/delivery room to support us, and this beautiful journey of welcoming our baby into this world. And so I was glad she was able to come because only my mom, not my mom, only my boyfriend/fiance and Hannah were able to come to the hospital to support me. My family wasn't able to come because like me, I understand transportation issues. Like it's hard to these days. It's hard to find someone who to take you somewhere, much less the hospital. So yeah, and they actually gave me a peanut ball to squeeze between my legs to help move the baby's head down into my pelvis. So it was like this big, huge yellow peanut ball that they had to put in between my thighs and legs, and they also put something on around my ankles to help prevent blood clots building up / developing in my legs. It's like these things they wrap around you, and they it's like um it's like a button they push that creates some type of movement, so that makes it feel like your legs or your feet is moving, even though it's really not. Because I actually was on the epidural, so I was on bed rest. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up, and they also had to put a catheter in me to make sure, not to make sure, but they had to put a catheter in me so the fluids could go somewhere. And so they would go in this little tube and then down into this like kind of to this bag. And they also had two monitors on me for the baby's heartbeat. And I actually had to keep moving from my left side to my right side because number one, they were worried about the baby's heartbeat was a bit irregular, so it was like slow, really slow, and then really fast. And at just at different paces. And then also, the cord was wrapped around the baby in a very unpleasant way, to say the least. So that's why I had to keep moving on my left side and on my right side back and forth. I had to do that at least 10 times or more because the baby's heartbeat was breathing breathing / heartbeat was irregular, and then also the cord was wrapped around him in a way like I think it might have been wrapped around his neck or his head or something like that. But I know that it was just they wanted to make sure once the baby come out, the cord was wrapped around him, and not the cord wouldn't be wrapped around his neck or his head. Um, so yeah, that's that. And so yeah, around I want to say around 10 o'clock, the baby was 3 centimeters. I mean, I was 3 centimeters dilated. Around 1 o'clock, I want to say I was like about 5 centimeters dilated, and then around 2 o'clock, I want to say I was up. Actually, around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock ish, I was about 7, 8 centimeters dilated. And they actually talked about putting potassium inside me to help speed the process up. But I actually didn't end up not needing the potassium pill that they would usually put inside your private part down there because my body was actually doing it by itself. Like I was getting dilated, like I was getting dilated and stuff, and I was like getting more and more in labor um, on its own. Like my body was doing the work by itself, so I really didn't need all that for real. I mean, I really didn't need the potassium for real. So yeah. Um, oh yeah, I forgot. So when I was on epidural, I was in and out of sleep a lot. So yeah, the epidural made me really sleepy. My legs were totally numb. I couldn't feel anything from the bottom down. Like I still could feel my body a little bit, but by the time I delivered, I couldn't feel anything. So yeah. So around 2:30 p.m., my fiance and my friend Hannah both went to go get something to eat down at the cafeteria because they were hungry, and of course I couldn't eat because I couldn't eat until I had my baby, until I delivered my beautiful, my handsome little man. So yeah, they went down to the cafeteria to eat. Hannah actually came back first. I think she came back around like 3:40, 3:50, and yeah, and actually I'm not sure what time she came back around, but I know it was around four something, 3:50 slash four something, because around four something they actually told me that I was ready to deliver and that his head was poking out, so he was ready. He was already ready to come out of me, like he was ready. And so Hannah had came back in the room first, and she was like, "Yo, Sully, get upstairs. She's ready to deliver. The baby's about to come." So uh, I don't know if Sully was running up the stairs or not to for my delivery, but he was there in time. But like they waited 15 minutes for him to come because he did want to cut the umbilical cord and stuff like that. So he came about 5 minutes later, and I was about ready to deliver for real. And so yeah, that's that. And the labor and delivery staff were amazing though. So like, I really love my labor and delivery staff and all that good stuff. And I will talk more about that in my next video, um, part four, which will be titled delivery, my delivery experience at UMMC. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.